Nobody on base, 2 men out. Bottom of the ninth, 5-1 Red Sox. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over. The Red Sox have won the World Championship. The Boston Red Sox beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-1. They win the World Series 4-1. And the Red Sox become the first team in the 21st century with 4 World Championships. Can you believe it?
Welcome into Red Sox Now, the show where we cover the defending world champion Boston Red Sox. I'm your host, Michaela Vernava, excited as ever to be here with you. And now, where to start? How about with our BioFreeze quality start, which of course goes to David Price, who pitched 7 spectacular innings as the Red Sox cruised to their 5-1 defeat of the Dodgers in Game 5 to win the World Series.
I hold all the cards now, and that feels so good.
And with that, the 2018 Red Sox unarguably cemented their legacy as one of the greatest teams in MLB history. First, they made 108 regular season wins look easy. Then, they added 11 postseason wins to finish with a total of 119 victories for the year. Only 2 Major League teams have ever finished with more, the 1998 Yankees and the 2001 Mariners. But the Mariners didn't even advance to the World Series, never mind win the whole thing. Of course, a championship is cause for a celebration, and let me tell you, Boston knows how to party. We'll bring you all the best sights and sounds from the Red Sox victory parade in just a sec. But first, Parade Day landed on Halloween. We certainly saw some good costumes in the crowd. Here's Casey McDonald with some of the best costumes athletes wore in this week's Ram Social Drive.
Time now for your Ram Social Drive Athletes Do Halloween edition. First up, Bruins winger David Krejci and his adorable daughter dressed as unicorns. Well, Krejci is dressed as himself riding a unicorn. His daughter, she looks like a real live angel. I love this. And unicorns, they're kind of all the rage right now. You've got the Bradys in the same getups. Giselle and 2 of her kiddos dressed as unicorns. Tom's other son, I'm too old to know what that character is, but if you look carefully, you can see presumably Tom in the background as a scary clown. No real theme going on there. Now to my favorite of all, Victor Oladipo killed the dress-up game, arriving at Madison Square Garden last night in what really looks like a totally authentic Black Panther costume. That is sick. That's your Ram Social Drive.
Social Drive is presented by Ram. Come in now to the Ram Summer Clearance event and get a great deal today.
Look at you. You got a Ram. What made you do that?
A lot of reasons. It's got comfort you wouldn't believe, not to mention legendary Hemi V8 power.
More people are switching to Ram trucks than ever before. And now get $1,000 bonus cash if you make the switch during Ram Power Days.
Be a part of a championship team in Boston with my guy, Brock.
Yeah.
It's so special.
Yeah, there we go, yeah! Hey, Nixon! James! What's up, dude?
How does it feel to be a bona fide Boston sports legend?
It feels great. You know, guess you do a couple things and people think of you as a legend.
Now, some people just don't know their own strength when it comes to celebrating, and one overzealous fan chucked a beer can a bit too hard. It actually damaged, you know the whole do damage? Well, damage was done to the Sox' newest piece of precious hardware. But not to worry, Red Sox PR informed us Thursday that the 2018 World Series trophy has been repaired. And as for Alex Cora, he's not mad about the incident. In fact, he took it as a learning opportunity.
I panicked because it kind of like hit me and hit my daughter. You asked my daughter, she didn't care. She was like, hey, It's part of it. I know the kid didn't mean to hurt anybody. We're fine, actually. I just gotta be ready to make that play the next time.
As Joe Castiglione said at the top of the show, the Red Sox are the only franchise with 4 World Series titles in this century. And if they want to turn this thing into a true dynasty and repeat as world champs, they can't rest on their laurels for long. And Alex Cora is certainly not resting, although he wishes he could.
Just knowing what's coming off of the roster, what do you need this winter?
Rest. Now, it's you know, season starts today, huh? That's the way it is. I always look at November 1st, like when I was a player, you know, time to start working out. And now, last year, I got here around this time, and we start working right away. Because I was thinking about it today, you know, like they talk about the hangover effect, you know, next year. And I don't know if this group is gonna feel it, you know. Obviously, today is the beginning of a new season. Let's put it that way.
I think efforts will be made to keep as many players together as we can, ideally. But I also know baseball rules, finances make it difficult, because sometimes when guys become free agents, they receive offers they can't refuse. But if you told me today we could bring the same club back together totally and it'd fit into everything we'd be thrilled with that.
Patriots coach Bill Belichick knows a thing or two about building dynasties, and he could hardly contain his excitement for his baseball counterparts after the Patriots game on Monday night.
First of all, big congratulations to Dave, Tony, Alex, Red Sox for a great season, championship, and just a fabulous year. So they set the bar awfully high.
And the Sox have begun making their Titletown rounds. They took their trophy to TD Garden on Thursday night. Courtney Cox got reaction from JD Martinez.
It's crazy, man. Everywhere you go, these fans, they're everywhere, and it's just so much passion and love. It's just crazy. It's awesome.
Have you been able to go to a Celtics game before tonight?
Never. I've never been to a Celtics game. I'm excited to actually watch one tonight.
And we hear Yankees suck being chanted in here. Is it crazy to you that that's what happens all the time?
Everywhere. It's so funny. I mean, I've never been in a city like this. So, I mean, they love their sports, they love their Red Sox, and you know, we're happy to bring a championship home to them.
Guys, that's it. Not only for this episode, but for this season of Red Sox Now. It was an epic one. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We'll catch you next year.